pretty sure Siegfried is another one of the characters we could get, though. Now I want to have them so that I can have... I think he said Siegfried was past tense captain of the Black Dragon Knights, and he's the captain of the White Dragon Knights. I want to have both. Homeland Crisis. That's an awesome sword that guy has.
My mentor, Siegfried, was captain of the Black Dragon Knights.
Well, there you
He
go.
once saved the kingdom by killing the dreaded dragon, Fafnir, and vouched for me when no other would. So when my friend and counselor was convicted of regicide, I felt betrayed.
Killed the
Siegfried's
king.
downfall thrust upon me the leadership of the newly dubbed White Dragon Knights, and I swore to bend all my power toward bringing him to justice. In hindsight, this anger was misplaced, foolish. There was no reason for Siegfried to assassinate the king. I should have deduced Royal Consul Isabella's hidden coup, long before turning on a man whom I knew to be steadfast and honorable. My mind trembled under the pressure of newfound responsibility. It howled and grieved for the loss of a beloved king. I know that this amounts to no more than an excuse. It was my flash judgment that drove me away from Siegfried when he needed me most. Had I been left to my own devices, the conspiracy may have never been brought to light. But I had Vayne and Percival at my side, and, though hunted by all the country, Siegfried himself infiltrated Isabella's cabal and alerted me to their treachery. I may owe the biggest debt, however, to the Skyfaring Captain, whose aid was instrumental in restoring peace to Fiendrock. After the dust had settled, His Majesty King Carl decreed that I explore other countries, so I could gain experience befitting my new station. Thus, I became another crewmate aboard the Grand Cipher. Since then, I have visited various lands. I have seen myriad peoples and their responses to numerous threats. I have learned many things and gained many new teachers, and as they have given freely to me, someday I hope to give back to them. But there are yet countless leagues to travel, so on I sail across the skies, seeking the strength and wisdom necessary for a true leader.
I'm interested in how his king was much beloved when he, as a commoner, went through so much struggle to just be able to protect his country. But he loves the king, who allows such stark lines between commoners and aristocracy. That's interesting. I mean, the king's hands were surely tied, but I mean, I would need to know more to understand. A butler's request.
Zega Grande Skydom. How much time had passed since our arrival here? With our battles against the Church of Avia and the pacification of many primals, it certainly felt like a lifetime. But now that
I feel like
things
we've
were
been here a
little
day,
quieter,
if that.
we were content to return to our usual bread and butter, satisfying requests from locals. Though the crew was accustomed to quests of all sorts, one day there came a demand that left us puzzled.
Sorry for the confusion, folks. This request isn't for the whole crew. It's an escort mission for Lancelot, specifically.
Me? But why?
You're a chivalrous
there were few
knight.
in the Skydom who had even heard of my name. Curious, I asked about Hans, the man who had posted the quest.
Oh, you don't know him? Seems like he was real familiar with you. Anyways, he's a butler for the Lord of Crossguard.
I hesitated. There was nothing I could do that another crewmate couldn't accomplish just as well. Acknowledging a specific request for me felt discourteous in a way.
Bro, just do it.
You're not at your fancy-ass court anymore, okay? On our ship, you don't have to worry about rubbing anyone's ego the wrong way. If you're interested in the job, just take it.
Though he may not have been tactful, Eugen was, as ever, a fount of wisdom. Very well, then. I shall hear what this Hans has to say.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Hans, butler to his lordship.
The next day, an elderly man ambled onto the Grand Cipher, leaning heavily on his cane. But looking into his eyes, I sensed deep wisdom and a sharp mind. The pleasure is mine. I am Lancelot, a Skyfarer. Forgive me for not accepting your request at once, but I would like more details before returning an answer.
Yes, well, his lordship Ludwin is in need of an escort.
Hans explained. Ludwin was a lord of Grosgard, and he was looking for a mythical sword passed down through his family for generations. So
Is he
far,
looking for
the
Excalibur?
search had led them to a snowy peak, but nearby monsters made the trip too dangerous to risk without protection. Does your lord not employ a personal guard?
He does. But as this quest is for personal gain, he believes that commanding their service would be an abuse of power. However, the lords of Grosgard have never been gifted in the martial arts. So if we head to the mountains without a decent sword arm, tragedy will surely befall us.
But what led you to seek my sword arm specifically?
Well, we knew we needed a highly experienced Skyfarer.
He's
The
adverse to
mission is
using his
dangerous.
personal
Far
guard.
too dangerous for any
Personal
amateur.
gain.
But perhaps more importantly, his lordship
Bro,
is
you're
quite
paying
a
them.
fan of yours, Sir Lancelot.
A fan? My voice cracked in surprise.
Yes, you are known as a knight exemplar, talented in both combat and scholarship. How fortunate that this very same Lancelot would come to our land and proffer his services.
Whatever accounts you've heard of me were surely exaggerated.
And so humble. Lord Ludwin will be overjoyed when he hears that we've secured your aid. The Honorable Sir Lancelot to protect us. What could be better? So, will you accept?
Though this idolatry did not sit well with me, I could see no reason to refuse. From what I'd heard, Ludwin seemed an honorable man. Besides, there was much a lord of this skydom could teach me. Very well. On behalf of our crew, I accept your request.
As much as I want to try playing as Lancelot, I don't think I could give up Cagliostro's hilarious little voice lines. And I kind of feel like Lancelot's voice lines might annoy me by being overly chivalrous. He's too nice. Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh, it's only Lancelot. I forgot. Skills then. Do you have a healing skill? You so don't. Okay. That hits from afar. So X is far away. Oh, that's a jumpy thing. That's good. Circle is a jumpy action for me. It's a fast lunge. Okay, so square is still a lunge. I like it. We'll try. We'll try. Why not? I can't add anyone to the party, so let's just go. Yep. We're as good as we're gonna get. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it sounds like you just button mash square for his basic combo. Is Hans that really old
Hans
guy?
and Ludwin were waiting for me at the foot of Mount Nagelith.
It is an honor and a privilege to meet you, Sir Lancelot of Fiendrock. Hans has probably already told you who I am, but allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Ludwig, Lord Protector of Grossgard.
Though his aura was imposing,
Okay,
and
so the old
befitting of a
guy
lord, he also
is
felt courteous
the
and
butler?
down to earth. The honor is mine. Though I am now no more than a skyfarer, I swear to protect you and yours with my life, should it come to it.
Well, whatever your title, I am glad to have your aid.
Ludwig was beaming. Hans had
Ow.
told me of his excessive devotion, but it was another thing seeing it in person. I suddenly felt I wasn't quite sure how to conduct myself. Right. So you believe a family heirloom is hidden among these peaks?
Not the sword itself, but the first of a series of trials that shall reveal the blade in due time.
I see.
So we're gonna be
And
stuck
what
with you for a
is the
while.
first trial.
There's a record somewhere around here which should detail the whereabouts of the sword. A little game of my family's, if you will. But on second thought, perhaps a great knight such as yourself has nobler things to do than this frivolous treasure hunt in the snow. Yes, perhaps we had better call it...
My lord.
Hans was stern, more mentor than butler.
The ancestral trials are not frivolous. Each one holds an important meaning. Those same challenges taught your father how to reign. Skies rest his soul.
Yes, you're quite right. Forgive me, Hans. So, with that settled, I shall count on you, Sir Lancelot, to provide the muscle. For as you may know, I am sadly little more than a statesman.
I am yours to command. With that, I unsheathed my twin blades and started our quest. We go into the Viper's Nest. Take care.
Okay, we are
I'll go on ahead and make sure the path is
Lancelot
secure.
now.
For your own safety, try not to stray.
Oh, do let me know if I can be of assistance.
My lord, let's leave the fighting to the professionals, shall we?
Oh, yes, of course. Well then, Sir Lancelot, do what you do best.
Okay. Interesting. We are playing as Lancelot. Let's hope this does not go badly. Okay, they're forcing
Bridge
me.
is down. Now what will we do?
Let's search for another path. This mountain is vast. I doubt this is the only trail.
Okay, I'm not sure I can get items.
Let's hurry along.
That looks like a way forward.
The footing seems a bit treacherous. Please watch your step.
We continue.
Away with you!
God! Monster!
Hello.
Stay behind me. I'll deal with this.
Why are you so far away? Oh, hi.
Away with you! Once more! Fall!
Okay.
I think that was the last of the monsters.
What glorious form, Sir Lancelot. It is a pleasure to watch you work.
If you're unhurt, my lord, we had better proceed.
I don't think I have a lot of confidence in this without having a healing anything.
On guard! Wide open!
Okay. Everything is fine.
Away with you!
Once he starts his like super hack and slash, everything is fine. Ah. Eyeballs.
Lots of these ranged fop doodles. Do be careful, Sir Lancelot.
Don't worry. I'll close that distance in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Not yet.
Maybe if I knew how to play as him.
Stay focused.
What?
I don't... Okay.
Nay.
How... I truly don't... Okay. Yeah.
Hold firm.
I don't understand what I'm doing, to be honest with you. This is probably not a good idea to do for my first attempt to play as Lancelot, but oh well. Okay.
You won't prevail.
What?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Not the best quest.
Away with you. Is this a dead end?
No. Look! A chest!
Wait, this monster.
Great, another
Behind
eyeball.
me, a giant eyeball! I think I've read about this monster! Nazir you!
Correct. Our crew has faced it once before.
Ah, such daring do, brave Lancelot!
On go!
No? His recharge is very fast.
Up here. Away with you. Stay.
What a fearsome spectacle!
What are you doing?
Terrifying beast! A single glance and I feel frozen solid!
We'll see which is colder. Its gaze or my frost.
What you doing, sir? Okay.
Give it. Understood. Wide open. Too slow.
Wonder what that bar was that popped up that had the triangle on it.
Stay focused. For force. Fall. Away with you.
Okay. You went all the way over there. Oh, you can cast it multiple times. I see.
Wide open. Right. Safeguard your positions.
Okay. He's going crazy again.
It's called for reinforcements!
Or did it?
Perhaps if I use these ice pillars, that should work.
We're playing Ring Around the Rosie. It's fine. We'll get over it eventually.
I believe we're safe now. One blade for truth, one for honor.
Okay, I understand how to play as him a little bit better now. I'm still gonna have to see if he has a healing move, so that if I have to play as just him again, he won't die.
Impressive! The Twin Fang prodigy does not disappoint.
Thank you, my lord. I hadn't done much during our climb, so the praise caught me unawares. Shall we check this chest? It could contain the record you seek.
Yes? Let's see what she's holding.
The young lord opened the box. A rather dry affair.
Is
as
it just
we
a normal
already
treasure
knew what
chest?
to expect.
And here it is.
In his hands, he held a flaking tome, its pages warped and yellowed by age.
This takes me back. Once upon a winter, I sought out that very book with Ludwin's father.
And now it's been passed to me. But this...
As Ludwin flitted through the pages, his face twisted into expressions of greater and greater perplexity.
I can't read this at all. Is this some sort of code?
I suppressed the urge to take a glance myself. My duty was to protect, not translate. In the end, it was Hans who broke the silence.
If it pleases his lordship, shall I offer a hint?
Ludwin shook his head.
No, this is a trial that I must conquer myself.
Good for him.
And on that note, I believe you are dismissed, Sir Lancelot. I thank you for your services today, and payment will be made forthwith.
Understood. If ever you need my help again, do not hesitate to call.
Shouldn't we get off the
Thus,
mountain
my
before we have
private
this
escort
combo?
mission ended without much fanfare. And yet, I had a feeling that our paths would cross once again. At least, I hoped that they would. There was something about Ludwin. His earnestness, perhaps, and his love for his comrades that resonated with me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, can I help you? Here it is.
Okay, these are all cleared. We have these two. Defeat the rock golem. Defeat as many foes as possible. Let's do
I can make
this.
the arrangements at once.
Okay, defeat 50 foes, defeat 4 foes with thrown objects, defeat 7 cobras.
It's in your hands now.
Well, we'll try. Lancelot can have... Oh, like everyone can have another. Oh, I got an attack power 3. What does Lancelot have? You take the attack power 3. You can have... Take a health 3. You... Let's see, stun power maybe? Critical damage. Actually, take Exploiter. Because you have so many element types, you can make good use of this, I think. You're good with those. Did you get a new weapon? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's just the weapon that we knew about. Okay, I like Disruption. I'm not liking this necessarily because I don't think I'm using it well. But I don't have another skill that I would switch it with. So we're just gonna leave it.